Morning. Here we are, Friday. Yay! We're at Friday at last. We found it. It's here. I don't want to fucking know what that is. Oh shit! I haven't got. What have I? Oh, I haven't got. So alright. Yesterday, my pen that I accumulated from somewhere. This one here. I dropped it out the cab, and while I was at the security hut yesterday up in Chorley, and because it was open like that, right? It must have hit the floor with the ballpoint first, and everybody knows once a ballpoint pen hits the floor with a ballpoint first, that's it, game over. Pen don't work no more. So yeah, I fucked it up. I'm not impressed. But because the way that you're gonna love this, right? This might sound like nonsense, but bear with me, right? The way that my wonderful mind works is like this, right? I will be pissed off because of that, but then I'm driving down the road thinking of other things, and all of a sudden it just jumps from the back of my head into the front of my head. It looks just like the Papermate refills, which, right, it actually does. You know what I mean? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look, see what I find from the Papermate refills and shove one of them in there. Right, and then I can replace that. I don't know how, why, what for or when, but for some unknown reason, all of a sudden the image of the pack of fucking Papermate refills, it was sitting on the rack in the shop, and I think it was at where would it be? Where did I see it? I think it was at the likes of probably like Boots or something like that, way back when. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. It's just weird. I wasn't even thinking about it. It just leapt in my head. It's just nuts. It was really strange. I was like, what? Where'd that just come from? You know what I mean? That kind of like, what? It's as if somebody else was like giving me the information, like, you know, and that's how weird it was. It's fucking strange as arsehole, man. It really was strange. But I was grateful, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, that's a bit of handy information, isn't it? It's just, you know, how your mind can work shit out there. You even realised it and then just chuck the answer. Oh, I'm losing the plot. Oh man, I'm going off my fucking trolley. And breathe. Anyway, yeah, after all that wonderful fun and whatever yesterday, it was alright. It wasn't bad. I had a good day. It was quite simple. Nothing difficult. There's no bothers. The truck I was driving was fucking slow. I mean, my sat nav was going 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, 51. Now 50. Fuck me. That's how fast I was going. It was boring. But, like I say, the rest of it was alright, fine. Not a bother. I was thinking to myself, how much time is wasted, drive time that is, through going that slow, through the day, when you're actually legally allowed, right, to do 60 miles an hour. I mean, the trucks are limited at 56, granted, but that's a completely different reason. It's not what you'd think. Anyway, so, I'm just like puzzling through my head, well, you know, if you work it all out, even when you're doing small, like I'm doing backwards and forwards. This one does 53, I think, or 52, 53, whichever. But again, you're still losing that little bit. I mean, it might seem small in the grand scheme of things when you're only going from there to there, but when you add it up through the week, through the month, through the year, right, that's when it starts to show a massive amount of wastage when it comes to vehicles that are doing less than what they're actually capable of doing. So, yeah, but that's just me being me, you know what I mean? That's what it is all about. Yeah, where are we going? Litchfield. Right, what we got? Start time 0. I think I was here about. I'll put 7:45. Screw it, it's fine. It's good enough for me. Yes, I've started late this morning because apparently, there's no need for me to come in early, so they'll come in till about 8 o'clock or thereabouts. I might turn up about 1:15. So. I've had because obviously I've started at this time. I was able to pop to the post office and go and collect my parcel, which I've done this morning. It's in my car. Yeah. I suppose you want to know where it is, don't you? That's probably what you're waiting for. I can tell. I can hear your fucking mind growing away. What it is, it's a TV show, seasons 1 to 3. That when I first saw it, me personally, I'd seen it well and way after it had been fucking cancelled. I mean, way after it had been cancelled. I think it was it? Let me think. I don't know. I think it was about 5 years or so ago. It might have been longer than that. I'm not sure now how long it's been gone. But I watched it, and I thought personally that it was the most incredibly skillfully scripted and acted TV show that's ever been put on the fucking air, as far as I'm concerned. The show's called The Newsroom, starring Jeff Daniels and a few others in there. But I've bought all 3 seasons, and I've got in my car now. And I've watched the series from start to finish a couple of times. And I honestly think it's, I really do struggle, right? I mean, some of you lot out there might agree. You have some TV shows that you watch, right? And they are fantastic. In your own opinion, you find them absolutely brilliant. But for some unknown reason, they get cancelled off. And yet then you'll come across another TV show which is like, what the fuck is this dumbass drivel? What the fuck? And it's going for years and years. I'm like, really? What, can't you cope with these fucking intelligent TV shows? You go, oh, too much that is, my brain can't work that fast. I don't fucking know. Who knows? I mean, like I say, it does baffle me sometimes. It really does. Baffles the piss out of me. I remember years ago, there was a TV show that started off this big, massive opening, like pilot episode. It was fantastic. It was called Flash Forward. It was a great idea. It was a brilliant show. What happened to that? It fucking crashed and burned. There was another one, well before that one, called I think was it called Tomorrow Man? I think it was. There was a Scottish lead actor in that one who played the part of a guy who keeps being sucked back and forwards in time. It was brilliant. 1 season. Oh, I tell you what. There's loads out there that seem to just fucking come and you go, oh, this is fantastic. Oh. I mean, the biggest travesty ever to exist was Firefly. We all know that, don't we? Oh dear. Am I done now? Is that enough? I think it is. Oh, yeah, so there you have it. But other than TV shows, there's not really much else I can tell you. There's nothing exciting happening. There is one little conversation I might have, but that could do with having a bit more airtime, because I've only got a few more minutes left before the YouTube and their wonderful YouTube app on the mobile phone goes, no, you cannot upload any more than that. Fuck off, behave. Which I don't get, being as though it's 2018. It is the 21st century, even though it is the young part of the 21st century. But you would have thought by now that, one, you could upload onto a YouTube, or any site that, for that matter, and there probably is sites out there that does allow you to be out in the wilderness, use your mobile phone data, and upload at fucking 4K. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just fucking spitballing there, like, you know. But you would have thought so by now, wouldn't you? Right? But as it turns out, what you tend to get is with the iPhone app, which is the YouTube app, should I say, on the iPhone I've got there. That's why when you play me back, it's all grainy and fucking shitty, because it only records at 240p. It will not allow you with your network to upload any higher than 240p. And as I've stated before, it says standard. Since when has 240p been standard? What, back in 1950 fucking 4? I mean, come on. Standard this day and age is 1080. That's standard, right? Because things are higher than 1080. I mean, you can come down for a decent view, I suppose, which will work even on a big screen. You could probably get away with 480, right? And it would be reasonably clear. But you want 720, minimum 720. But that's another conversation to have. But anyway, I'm gonna go, and my hand's all shitty. I've had to furk with the trailer this morning. The freaking running lights on the one side didn't work. But anyway, that's why I'm going solo up the road. I'm gonna bog off now, and I might speak to you a lot later. Just depends how I feel. All right. So enjoy your morning. Remember, it's Friday. The weekend's here. But for those of you who work on the weekend, and I'll see you a lot later. Bye. That's if you can see your face, the sunshine there. Probably not. Right, I'm going. Bye. Ta-da.